Good evening. Welcome to the National News broadcast coming to you live from the National News Studios here at Rupavahini. I'm Kasini Balachandra.
And I'm Dishan Virakon, and we start off by taking a look at your headlines for tonight.
The president meets a number of foreign diplomats in Germany. Floods that affected the Maur District are receding. A decision has been taken to entertain public views over the third revision of the electricity tariff within this year. Over 100,000 visitors gather at the Columbo book fair today. A suicide bomb attack killed 52 in Pakistan. 50 more injured. 3 Sri Lankan female athletes have qualified for the final round of the 400-meter event in the Asian Games.
Now moving on into those and other stories in detail. Now today is the Binara full moon Poya Day.
Binara Poya Day is significant in the Buddhist history as the day of initiation of the Bhikshuni in the Buddhist order. To mark the Poya Day, religious programs have been organized in all Buddhist temples island-wide. Lord Buddha gave his approval to form Bhikshuni as per the request made by Mahaprajapati Gautami. She and 500 other royal females agreed to follow 8 noble precepts recommended by Lord Buddha. The Varna Sutra, which stresses the importance of being punctual, was delivered by the Buddha on a day like Binara full moon Poya Day. A large number of devotees observed sale at temples and Buddhist centers island-wide. Even amidst the rainy condition, many devotees have arrived at the Sri Dhanada Maligava to worship the sacred tooth relic today. Our correspondents say that a large crowd of devotees were present at the Anuradhapura Jayasri Mahabodhi premises and Ruwan Valley Mahasaya sacred premises today. The Sri Lanka Rupavahini Corporation telecasts the Sadhamavasha Binara Full Moon Poya Day program today from the Sapagaskanda Rajamahaviharaya. A sale campaign, Buddha Puja, Dhamma sermon and discussions and many other community service programs were held at this temple premises. It was organized by the chief incumbent of the temple, Venerable Dharanagama Jnanasiri Thero. The Dharma Deepani Poya Day Dhamma sermon, organized by the Prime Minister's office, was held today as well. The sermon was delivered by former Vice Chancellor of the Pali and Buddhist University, Venerable Dr. Ittadamiliye Indrasara Thero. Prime Minister Dinesh Gunawardena and a large number of devotees were present at this occasion.
Now several meetings between President Ranil Wickremesinghe and foreign diplomats were held in Germany yesterday in the sidelines of the Berlin Global Summit. President Ranil Wickremesinghe met German Chancellor Olaf Scholz in Berlin yesterday. President Wickremesinghe also participated in the state leaders' discussion, which was held under the title of Enhancing Cooperation Within the Multipolar World. Another discussion was held yesterday between Sri Lanka President and his Kazakhstan counterpart Jomart Tokayev. It was held under the title of Kazakhstan's role in the face of the global economic transformations. President Ranil Wickremesinghe also met President of the European Council Charles Michel in Berlin yesterday. President's Senior Advisor on National Security Sagar Ratnayaka, President's Senior Advisor on Economic Affairs Dr. R.H.S. Samarathunga and Secretary to the Foreign Ministry Aruni Vijayawardena also participated in this meeting.
State Minister of Finance Dr. Ranjit Siambalapatiya says that Sri Lanka has achieved a slight growth in economic ratings for the first time after the economic crisis. This growth is significant both locally and internationally. The State Minister made these remarks following a religious ceremony held in Kotalugodakhanda Temple in Ruwan Valley today. State Minister of Finance Dr. Ranjit Siambalapitiya said that Sri Lanka was declared bankrupt 2 years ago. However, after 2 years, two economic rating agencies have raised Sri Lanka's economic situation slightly. Standard & Poor's and Fitch ratings have declared Sri Lanka to having a certain economic standard. With this rating, it is obvious that Sri Lanka is ready to achieve positive economic growth.
Now, the Maur District Disaster Management Centre says floods that affected many low-lying areas in the Maur District due to the overflowing of the Nilwala River and its tributaries are receding gradually at present. 2,174 individuals belong to 256 families have been affected by the floods. The flood affected many areas including Pitabaddara, Kottapala, Akurassa, Athuraliya, Kamburupitiya, Mulathiyana, Malimbada and Thihagoda Divisional Secretariat divisions. The Nilwala River overflowed from the Panadugama, Balkavala, Hondugoda, Kadduva, Paraduva and Malimbada areas. However, several low-lying areas and main roads are still underwater, causing disturbance to motor traffic. Akurassa Siambalagoda Road, Athuraliya and Kadduva via Matha Road were submerged due to floods. Fall of trees and earth mounds has been reported from several areas in the district. Water level of the Nilwala River is now rapidly receding as the catchment areas of the river did not experience heavy rains last night. Hangamu Oya in Ratnapura also overflowed, causing disturbance to motor traffic in Ratnapura, Hamgamu via Karavita Road. Water level of the Kaluganga is now receding. However, at Oya area along the Ratnapura Niralgama main road is still underwater. Our correspondent says that Vageguda area along the Tangol Veerakatia Road is underwater due to the overflowing of the Kirama Oya. The road has become impassable for motorists due to floods. Two sluice gates of the Polgola Reservoir have been opened, releasing the water to Victoria and Bovathanna reservoirs. The engineer in charge of the reservoirs has informed the public living close to the Mahavali River to be vigilant in rising water levels. Due to heavy rain experienced in the Kalthara district, the Midalana area along the Badurulia Kalavana main road has gone underwater due to the overflowing of the Maguru Oya River. According to our correspondent, the area is still vulnerable for motor transport. Water flow of the Allavala waterfall in Vallavaya is rapidly increasing, causing turbulent water currents. Several persons died recently by drowning in this stream. Vallavaya police therefore request the tourists and visitors to prevent from taking photographs near the waterfall and bathing in it.
The Public Utilities Commission has decided to entertain public views over the third electricity tariff revision this year. The next tariff revision is to be effective from January next year. Public views and opinions should be taken in a tariff revision in pursuant to the 30th clause of the Electricity Act of No. 20 in 2009. People and all stakeholders are able to present their views and proposals to the Public Utilities Commission in writing. In addition, opportunity has been given to present views and proposals verbally until the 18th of October. The Ceylon Electricity Board has proposed two schemes of tariff increase. The first is to increase the tariff by 22% for all consumers. The other was to increase 8 rupees per unit. The Public Utilities Commission says that it will declare its decision after entertaining the public views and proposals. The relevant details are available at the Commission's website www.pucsl.gov.lk. To take part in the verbal communication, people must dial the hotline number 0718 622 800. Written views and proposals should be sent to the address Sri Lanka Public Utilities Commission, 6th floor, BOC Tower, number 28, St. Michael Road, Columbo 3. A large crowd have gathered at the Columbo International Book Fair in the BMICH premises today as well.
Today is the 8th day of the exhibition. This has been organized by the Sri Lanka Book Publishers Association for the 24th occasion this year. Although today is a holiday, special transport facilities have been arranged for the convenience of the people coming to the book fair. People can purchase DVDs of cartoons, songs, films, teledramas and numerous documentaries produced by the National Television at the SLRC RU Entertainment stall. Stay tuned for more local stories coming up on the other side.
Hot and spicy fun vibe එක විවර කරන්න beat එක remake කරන්න to win හදවත වහවලා යන්න කිංගර fashion කරන්න fun
Taking a look at more local stories, various religious programs have been organized in many places of the island to mark the Binara Full Moon Poya Day. The newly constructed building with a meditation centre at the Sri Maha Viharya in Pamankada was declared open today under the patronage of Prime Minister Dinesh Gunawardena. The building was constructed under the funds donated by California residents Dr. Mohan Kumar Ratna and Savitri Kumar Ratna. A walk with the participation of 100 Buddhist nuns was held recently. It has been organized jointly by the Sri Sangamithiani Foundation and United Bhikshuni International Foundation. Buddhist Association of Sri Lanka Rupavahini Corporation offered almsgiving to the nuns in the morning. A blood donation campaign was held at the BMICH premises recently. It was organized by the Employees Welfare Society of the Bandanayaka Memorial National Foundation. A Buddhist temple was established in city of Pesaro in Italy recently. It was held under the patronage of Venerable Kotikavatte Dhammakusala Thera. The inauguration of the sacred casket of relics, the Buddha statue and the Bodhi sapling were brought to the temple premises by Venerable Madarapitiye Vimalaratna Thera. Sri Lanka ambassador in Rome, Jagat Vellavatta, Mayor of Pesaro, Matteo Ricci and many Italians and Sri Lankans were present at this ceremony. Several religious programs, including a medical clinic, were held at the Surya Pokune Ancient Temple in Tangal today under the Anusasana of Chief Incumbent Venerable Velipitiye Ratnasiri Thera. The medical clinic was held under the mediation of a British citizen, Dr. Kamal Vitharana. About 800 patients obtained treatments at this medical clinic. Reconstruction of Kotaragala Temple in Sorivilla was initiated yesterday under the patronage of Chief Incumbent of the temple, Venerable Dimbulagala Rahula Lankara Thero. This temple is the place where the Chief Incumbent of historic Dimbulagala Buddhist Hermitage, late Venerable Matara Kitalagama Sri Sila Lankara Nayaka Thero, first resided. Many religious observances were conducted to mark the 62nd birthday of Chief Incumbent of Sri Mahavihara in Padokka, Venerable Beranave Vimala Thero recently. The Temple's Buddhist Association and the Caretaker Society had organized this event. Many programs have been organized in line with the centenary celebration of the Sudharma Ratna Rama Temple at Inibetta in Moratua. A handicraft exhibition was held at the Sri Devananda Dhamma School affiliated to the Inibetta Temple. Students of the Dhamma School have presented many crafts and creations at the exhibition.
Health authorities say that a rapid increase of the dengue menace is reported from the Kurunegala district following the heavy rains. Accordingly, the MOH division of the Kurunegala and Pannala areas have been declared as dengue high-risk zones.
Dengue වගකීම අපේ අරමුණයි. ජාතික රූපවාහිනිය සමග මෝටින්. ඩෙන්ගු නැති හෙටක්.
After the year 2017, a maximum number of 2,283 dengue cases have been reported from the Kurunegala district so far this year. Kurunegala district is the third district of the island with the most reported dengue cases. The Kurunegala District Development Committee meeting was held yesterday to discuss the measures to control the menace. Accordingly, the officials decided to implement a dengue control week in the district without delay.
අරමුණයි ජාතික රූපවාහිනිය සමග මෝටින් ඩෙන්ගු නැති හෙටක්.
A felicitation ceremony was held at the Museums College, Columbo yesterday. It was named as Academic Awards 2023. The students who showed colours during the last year was appreciated and awarded at this ceremony. Several old girls of the school who have achieved many heights in the field of education were also felicitated. Old girl Professor Shiromika Privanti Karunanayaka graced this occasion as the chief guest. Professor Mohan De Silva and a large number of students were present at this occasion.
Now taking a look at few more local news items in brief. The 74th Chinese National Day celebration in Sri Lanka was held in Columbo yesterday. It was organized by the Chinese Embassy in Sri Lanka. Prime Minister Dinesh Gunawardena and many others were present at this ceremony. Sri Lanka Navy has conducted a search operation in Pumatai coastal area at Karainagar in Jaffna and taken a dinghy boat and about 100 kilograms of Kerala cannabis to their custody. The Navy says that the street value of the stock of cannabis is over 33 million rupees. A Navy cab and a motorcycle collided at Maduragama area in Demodara. The motorcyclist and the pillion rider were injured and later admitted to the Badulla General Hospital. A motorcycle has met with an accident at Kotagala along the Hatton-Norellia main road. The police say the motorcar has skidded off the road due to heavy rain. No one was injured. The annual Arts Festival of the Mahamaya Balika Vidyalaya in Kadawatha was held at the school premises yesterday. Kalaniya Zonal Director of Education Nilmini Pereira, Principal Renuka Priyadarshini and a group of artists were present at this ceremony. An international open karate tournament was held at the Kuliapitiya Town Hall yesterday and today. It was organized by the Sri Lanka branch of the International Okinawa Karate Association. President's senior advisor Akila Viraj Karyavasam also participated at the opening ceremony yesterday. Well, that's it for your local news. Stay tuned for foreign news coming up on the other side.
Kotumi, Pantamai.
Taking a look at your foreign news tonight, foreign media reports that 52 people have been killed by a suicide bomb blast at a procession to celebrate the birthday of Prophet Muhammad in Pakistan's Balochistan province. The powerful bomb exploded yesterday near a mosque in Maur District of Balochistan, wounding dozens of others, including many in a critical condition. The Reuters news agency, quoting Abdul Rashid, a district health official, said at least 52 people had died in the blast and 58 others have been wounded. Rashid said that the toll could further rise as many people were in a serious condition. Balochistan's government administrator Ataullah said a senior police officer, Mohammed Nawaz, was among the dead. The injured were taken to nearby hospitals and no group has claimed responsibility for the attack yet.
Now, the Dutch police have arrested a gunman who killed at least 3 people in twin shootings in the city of Rotterdam. Foreign media reports stated that a 32-year-old male attacker opened fire in a home before setting it alight and then stormed the city's Erasmus Medical Center. He was a student at Erasmus University, which is affiliated with the hospital. A woman, 39, and her 14-year-old daughter were killed in the first shooting. A male lecturer, 43, was shot dead at the hospital. Footage has emerged showing a man in camouflage clothing being taken from the hospital building in handcuffs. The motives for the attack were not immediately known. Dutch Prime Minister Mark Rutte gave his condolences to the families of the victims. At a news briefing, Rotterdam police officers said the gunman was known to them. He was convicted of animal cruelty 2 years ago.
At least 12 Niger soldiers were killed following an attack by hundreds of armed insurgents on motorbikes in the country's southwest on Thursday morning, the West African nation's defense ministry said in a statement. 7 soldiers were killed in combat while 5 others died in an accident while driving to reinforce the unit that had come under attack. The statement said the attack took place about 190 kilometers from the capital Niamey in Kandadaji, near the tri-border zone of Mali, Burkina Faso and Niger that has been the epicenter of Islamist insurgencies in the Sahel region in the last few years. Niger Defense Ministry did not say which group was responsible. Local affiliates of Al-Qaeda and Islamic State are active in the region and wage frequent attacks on soldiers and civilians. The Defense Ministry statement said around 100 insurgents were killed and their motorbikes and arms were destroyed. It gave no further details, and 2 security sources said the army responded to the attack with ground troops as well as helicopters, of where 1 was hit but was able to return to its base.
Now, organized crime in Sweden is on the rise. Foreign media reports that Sweden's Prime Minister has summoned the head of the armed forces to help curb a surge in gang killings. Crimes by organized gangs is reported to be on the rise in Sweden, where Prime Minister Kristersson of Sweden made a televised address to put an end to the crimes and arrest those responsible. It comes after a bloody 12 hours that saw the 2 men shot dead in Stockholm and a 25-year-old woman killed in a blast at her home in a town north of the capital. Armed Forces Chief Michael Biden told Swedish media that he was prepared to assist police efforts. It is not clear exactly how the military might get involved, but previous talks suggest soldiers may take over certain policing duties to allow officers to free up resources for crime fighting. So far this month, 12 people have been killed in gang violence, the highest number since December of 2019.
Terima kasih, Pantamai.
Taking a look at your sports news tonight, Nadesh Ramanayaka, Kalinga Kumarage and Aruna Darshana have qualified for the final feat of 400 meters men's and women's events of the Asian Games today. Athletic events in the Asian Games in Hangzhou, China kicked off today.
In the second feat of 400 meters women's event, Nadisha Ramanayaka entered the race as the second with a time of 52.67 seconds. Accordingly, she will compete the final feat tomorrow. Kalinga Kumarage and Aruna Darshana competed in the preliminary round of the 400 meters men's event. Kalinga Kumarage recorded the first place with a time of 45.57 seconds. Accordingly, he will compete the final feat tomorrow. Aruna Darshana finished the third feat with a time of 46.07 seconds as the third. Accordingly, he will compete the final feat tomorrow as well.
The warm-up match of the ICC ODI World Cup cricket tournament between Sri Lanka and Bangladesh is being played in Guwahati at present. Batting first, Sri Lanka scored 263 runs all out in 49.1 overs. And in reply, Bangladesh has scored 246 runs for the loss of 3 wickets after 38.2 overs.
Sri Lankan skipper Dasun Shanaka won the toss and decided to bat first. Openers Kusal Janith Pereira retired hurt after scoring 34 runs. Pathum Nisanka scored 68 runs. Dhananjay De Silva scored 55 runs. In bowling, Mehdi Hassan claimed 3 wickets for 36 runs. The warm-up match between Pakistan and New Zealand played today in Hyderabad. Batting first, Pakistan scored 345 runs for the loss of 5 wickets in their 50 overs. Mohammad Rizwan scored 103 runs, Babar Azam scored 80 runs and Saud Shakil scored 75 runs. Meanwhile, the warm-up match between Afghanistan and South Africa was abandoned due to rain.
And in more sports news, Jaswar Umar was re-elected as the new chairman of the Sri Lanka Football Association for a period of 4 years.
The Football Association's vote for electing a chairman was held today at the Sri Lanka Foundation Institute. Former chairman Jaswar Umar and new candidate Dakshita Sumathipala contested the election. Out of 67 football clubs, 65 voted. Accordingly, Jaswar Umar was elected to the post with 45 votes. Dakshita Sumathipala only received 20 votes.
Sri Lanka women's cricket team, who won the silver medal of the 19th Asian Games in T20 cricket, returned to the island last night. Sri Lanka has only bagged this medal so far.
The Sri Lanka team, headed by Chamari Atapattu, was defeated by India in the finals. Batting first, India scored 116 runs for 7 wickets in 20 overs. In reply, Sri Lanka only scored 97 runs for the loss of 8 wickets in their allotted 20 overs. This is the first time Sri Lanka won a medal in the Asian Games after 2014.
And with that, we wrap up tonight's English news on Rupavahini. We'll see you tomorrow at the very same time. I'm Kasani signing off together with Dishan. Good night.
Good night.